How's it guys, Justin here, and welcome back to another video of Justin on Cars. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Justin on Cars. Today we have a budget-friendly Honda Amaze, and let's see if it really amazes me. Honda say that their main focus is that practicality shouldn't be boring. So let's see if this is not boring, amazes me, and obviously makes me smile in the smile rating. We will obviously do the smile rating on the price class of this vehicle. Before we get into this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And also, one of our first members came to pick up his t-shirt. Check it out. You can also be the lucky one to get your free t-shirt if you become a member of the channel. For less than 10 Rand a month at the minimum, I mean, you can also get a free t-shirt. I mean, come on, hey? How lucky is that? Just excuse that I am a little bit under the weather. I've got a flu, and I mean, this weather today is also not the best, but at least we've got this brilliant red color on the Honda Amaze. But let's jump into the video and see what this car is all about. But let's start with the pricing. So the Honda Amaze starts at 254,900 Rand for this trend line. Then you also get your Comfort and your Comfort CVT. So the trend line starts with the 5-speed manual, and then of course you get the Comfort manual and then the Comfort CVT. They start from 254, they go up all the way to 294,000 Rand 294,000 Rand.
769,800.
With that saying, with this specific car over here at this price point, yes, it's going to beep the whole time because the walkaway lock is activated on this car. But in any case, so from 254 you are looking at 72 months, 13% interest rate, no deposit, and a 30% balloon payment. I'm looking at about 4,500 Rand per month. Not bad at all. Insurance, I just did a hippo test, and with insurance the cheapest I could get is 1,003 Rand per month. I'm a 35-year-old male, car is parked in the locked yard, insurance over 7 years, and 5 to 6 years, zero claims. Yeah, 1,000 Rand, so 5,500 Rand a month to have this car. Service intervals is 15,000 kilometers. I get a service plan, 3 years and 60,000 kilometers, and I get a 5-year, 200,000 kilometer warranty on the vehicle as well. Tires, you are looking at 185/60 by 15s. They range from 800 to 1,600 Rand per tire, depending on what make you buy. Remember what my tires cost, 1,300 Rand per tire for your radar tires. I don't know what these tires are, MRF, ZVTV, I don't know what they are. I don't know these tires. It's a new brand for me, but yeah, I couldn't find them, so that's why I'm saying they range from there to there. Other than that, really not a bad price. Definitely a very good value for money on your budget-friendly vehicles, especially because this is a sedan. So let's go around the vehicle and see what it's all about. So let's have a look here, guys. So yes, this is the trend line. Your Comfort line will have a painted grille. This is a checkered flag grille from Honda, and yeah, LED lights is a standard. I kind of like the look of it. It does definitely give me the Honda vibes. The only thing I don't like is the fact that it's so flat. It's so flat in front, like the whole car is very, very boxy. And then of course you can see there's a lot of Mazda in here as well. I don't know, that design language here screams a lot Mazda. Because this is the trend line, they all come standard with 15-inch wheels as well as alloy wheels, but then this one doesn't have the dual tone, it's just the sparkling silver, but that's fine, I don't mind that at all. And then another thing is to get color-coded door handles as well as the rear view mirrors, but it looks quite nice. It's just a very boxy car, like you can see it from this angle, it is very boxy, eh? Like that rear, ooh, a bird pooped on the car. When did that happen now? Geez, that wasn't there this morning. Hey, but in any case, a 35-liter fuel tank, Yeah, sis man. 35 litre fuel tank. And then let's look at the back over here. You get LED daytime driving lights standard at the back as well as in front. And then it's just very flat to me, guys. Like it's I don't know, I just don't like that shape there at the back that much. It's not the most pretty car. I think the color really does justice with this car because the color makes this car stand out quite a bit. But this does shout Honda, eh? It does still look like a Honda here at the back. I like the fact that they did that. They could have just given a little bit more shape, a little bit more roundness. Even keep it square, but just a little bit more shape. Just let the things come out a little bit more, you know? That's my personal opinion. Let's have a look at the inside quickly. So let's quickly jump in. This is definitely very much Honda. Honda steering wheel, Honda quality. You can feel everything is very solid quality. Very, very good. I would have liked it if it had some soft touches. Everything is very Honda, eh? But it's very plasticky everywhere. Everything is plastic, everything. Except for the seats, of course. They are material. Oh, I mean, that would make sense. It would be a very uncomfortable drive if it was plastic. But it's very, very Honda. It's a nice style. It's very simple, very neat. I like that design. I mean, the outside, the inside kind of looks better than the outside to me. The quality of the vehicle is not that great though. I'm going to be honest, guys. So check here if I close the door. I'm not sure if you're going to see this on the camera. But everything shakes, like it shakes a little bit. Like the fact that you get a shark antenna over there or shark fin antenna. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about the design and style before you get to the smile rating at the end? Because then I'll give you my 2 cents. Now, comfort and practicality. Let's start here at the boot. A nice thing about this car is the fact that you do get a massive boot. Yeah, okay, sure. This does feel a little bit flimsy, but you get a 461 litre boot space, guys. But this is a massive boot space. You can't push these seats flat down, unfortunately. Oh, like a carpet in there. And then you also get a spare wheel at the bottom. Let me just, hey, really? See, the quality is just not the best, guys. So there's a lot of other cars in the same price bracket with a little bit better quality. Look at those sponges at the back there. Interesting. 14-inch spare wheel, so you don't get a full-size spare wheel, but you do get a 14-inch. It's not a Mari biscuit at all. And then no handles here. There we go. Sure, okay, it's not the best quality over there. Let's check at the back here. Okay, well, let's unlock the car first. Let's check the back. Okay, like I said, hard plastics everywhere. You do get electric windows, and then yeah, I haven't even sat at the back yet. We will sit in the back just now to feel what it feels like, but it does definitely give me Honda vibes. You get some air vents at the back here, which is pretty cool, and a power outlet at the bottom over there. No USB-Cs. With your comfort, you do get a map holder over here as well. See, there's a map holder there. Yeah, so you do get one on this side. Let's jump in quickly and see what this space is all about. Oh, it's easy to get in, I have to say. The door is very, I don't know, it feels a bit flimsy to me, especially when I open it. Oh, child lock. Anyway, let's feel it over here. Okay, seat is nice and comfortable. There's a lot of, this is my driving position, there's a lot of leg room over here, a lot of headroom over here. I think if I was a little bit taller, I would have probably bumped my head over there. So guys above 1.8 meters, yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of a struggle at the back here. ISOFIX is the standard, and then let's pop this open. Ooh, cup holders with a center armrest. You see, I would have liked it if it had just a soft touch over here, just a piece of the material on the side here, because I mean this is gonna kill my elbow, but there's plenty of space here. I like the fact that it's almost flat at the bottom over here. Yeah, this is pretty nice. This really makes the car feel very comfortable. Hey James, take us home. Let's quickly jump into the front and feel what it feels like over there. Oh my gosh. Ah, come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump out this side, guys. Watch out, I'm coming. See, it's very like tinny when you open the doors, eh? Okay, even the close, I like that welcoming sound. Honda. Anyway, seating position, I have to say it's very comfortable. There's nothing special about it. I mean, you just jump in, you sit down, and there we go. That's it. I can move the seat up and down. This is my lowest position. Steering wheel, where's this thingamabobby over here? Ah, there we go. Up and down, no in and out. Ugh, damn it. Okay, so it does tend to feel like my legs are too close to the pedals because I would like to move further away, but then I sit like this and drive. So yeah, that doesn't work quite well for me, but it's comfortable. I mean, the seat is nice and soft. When I started driving the car on the first day, this bolster in here by my lower back really pushed me into my lower back, but now I'm kind of getting used to it. I think maybe it's my right seating position, I'm not too sure, but it did tend to feel a bit like, yeah, in the way. It felt like there's something pushing me the whole time like this, but now kind of feel very comfortable, to be honest with you guys. Can't complain about that. It's just some of the materials, like everything feels like good quality materials. Let's be honest about that. They are good quality. Doesn't really move around that much, but see, like that, yeah, it's not bad, guys. It's very good quality for the price that you pay on this car. But I feel like there's a lot of, you see, yeah, sure, and this over here, it's not the best, eh? Yeah, this really feels very flimsy, but buttons and stuff, like the buttons on the steering wheel and everything, they feel very, very good and solid. The car feels solid when you drive it, except for when you're driving at higher speeds. We'll get into that just now when we're driving the car. But other than that, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's fine. I can live with this. Yeah. Now, come in with me. Let's quickly go through the tech and features. Luckily, there's no child lock here. Look at the babies. Oh, they're so cute. So part of your tech and features, you also get keyless entry. So if I press this, the vehicle will lock. And then if I keep my hand in, the vehicle will also unlock. I wonder if it unlocked all the doors. No. Is there a setting that I can set there? I didn't even see now, but any case. So tech and features, what do I get for 254,000 Rand in the Trend model? You get quite a few things. I mean, this is the Trend, the base spec, and I have to say, you do get quite a bit. There's nothing I can really complain about. Let me quickly take this off here. There's nothing I can really complain about. One thing I do like is the fact that I have a starter button. So here's my key over here. Yes, this is pretty cool. There's no actual key, even from the base model. So let's quickly switch it on. Check there. Check how cool that is. Gives me the Honda Amaze silhouette. It looks nice in the silhouette, eh? Listen to that. Amaze. I like that. And then obviously I chose green over here, but you get a 7-inch digital instrument cluster and you get this 8-inch infotainment cluster or infotainment screen, and then with some physical buttons over here, but it is touchscreen, so there is quite a few things that I can choose from here. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can see over here, there is your Apple and your Android. Cancel. Home. Let's go into settings, device list, USB, RDS, regional sound. I can change my sound a little bit where I need the sound and check my equalizer. That is pretty nice, so I can actually equalize. The weather is very weird, eh? So yeah, just excuse, you're gonna see my hand over here, but at least I can show you a few things over here. And then let's go, so there's my brightness, or my volume, my brightness for day and for night, switch it on and off. So not a lot on here. My beeping system volume, let's see what I can change there. Call volume, voice recognition. I want to try the voice recognition just now. My display, let's quickly check here. Main screen, brightness, okay, and then rear camera. So that is also something you have. It's a rear camera, and I can choose my rear camera if it has to be wide or just a normal. So you can see currently it is wide, so I can literally see the rear tail lights over there. We'll work on that just now. And then there's the opening animation, background color. I can choose green, red, black, and blue. So let's go back to black. Maybe we can see a little bit more. That helps a lot. Wallpaper. Ooh, I can add a wallpaper over here. Oh, that's pretty nice. I can have myself or my wife on there. Maybe myself. No, I'm joking. I'd rather have my wife there. Here's my rear view wide camera. So top down view to wide view, top down view to normal, or the last view. And then I can go out, clear all settings. And that's literally, that's what I can do on my screen over here. And then On the screen over here, my 7-inch infotainment screen. Let's start the vehicle up. So clutch in. So this is your standard dial, and here is your 7-inch infotainment or instrument cluster, and then I can change everything from over here. So if I press home, that's my home, and then my A and B reset or trip computer. So let's go home again. Then I can choose, do I want just my standard tachometer? That's pretty cool. Poppy. And then if I do this, range and fuel, speed and time, let's see, average of 28 kilometers an hour. And then let's go back home. Just want to see the range and fuel. 6.9 liters per 100 kilometers. My average over 94.4 or 94.5 kilometers. 347 range left. Seat belts. Okay, so my seat belt is still on. Settings. Let's see what I can do here. Clock settings. Clock setup. Lighting setup. Keyless access setup. Let's see what I can do there. Beep volume, light flash, beep back. Okay, let's go back. Clock setup, meter setup, keyless access. Okay, so let's quickly door setup. Walk away lock. I want to put it on. That's pretty cool. On a standard car. How cool is that? So let's go back settings. Meter setup. So quite a few things that I can change over here. Customize display. So I can just customize to see what do I really want to show on this display over here. So it's already set up with the way I want it, so that's fine. And then go back home, and then information, no current information. Okay, cool. So let's go back to my range and feel. That's where I like it to be. And then let's quickly test out the voice recognition. Disclaimer. Turn on Bluetooth on the device, search for Honda HFT. Okay, so I can, if my voice recognition is on, then I can say call Dad or call Megan or whatever the case may be. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let's go on to tech and features. I want to show you the rear view camera quickly. So nice and wide. I can choose the narrow one over there, and then of course I can also choose the top down one over here to see how close I am actually to the curb. So that's pretty nice. I do get automatic climate control, so if I press auto, it will automatically decide on a trend, a base model. That is pretty cool. I do like that. I get a power max outlet or power outlet, 12 volt, and then I get 2 USB ports over here. Funny I don't get a USB-C port, eh? That is actually very strange. And other than that, obviously I also have traction control. I do have electric window winders, so front and back, which is also very, very nice. I also do have folding mirrors. So let's fold them in. There we go, folding mirrors. Central locking, of course, and I've got a double click or auto button for the driver's side on the window. So one click down and it's got the one click up. Other than that, that's really it. The other thing is there's no vanity mirrors, unfortunately, not in the driver or in the passenger side. And that is about it, guys. That's what you get for tech and features. You get 4 speakers and 4 airbags in the trend line. In your comfort, you get 6 speakers and you get 6 airbags. And then, of course, in your comfort model, you will get automatic headlights, wireless charging, remote start. You do get LED lights as a standard, which is quite nice, so that's also part of the tech and features. Yeah, that's literally basically what you get extra on the comfort. Let me quickly show you the engine before we take it out for a drive. The good old VTEC, Honda i-VTEC. So this is a 1.2 with 66 kilowatts and 110 newton meters of torque, mated with a 5-speed manual gearbox as well as a CVT box depending on the spec that you buy. But I have to say there's plenty of space in here. There's so much space. So probably easy to fix, but I mean it's Honda, so it shouldn't break. I mean it's a Japanese car built in India, so yeah, I wonder how the reliability of this vehicle is, but I don't think it can be too bad. And it's a pretty nifty engine. Everything is so nice and tight, and I think that's also why this car is so light. I mean less than a ton. What a phenomenal machine. Very, very, very cool. Now let's take it out for a drive and experience it out there on the road. So driving the Honda Amaze. Yeah, let's see if it really amazes me. I have to keep in mind this is a budget-friendly car, and yeah, it drives quite lacquer, to be honest with you. I'm going to compare this to the other cars in this price class, so like the Mahindra XUV 3XO. Yes, I drove the higher class, if that makes sense, or the higher spec, but the engine and everything is still exactly the same. And then of course you get like the Polo Vivos, you get like the Suzuki Franks, Toyota Starlet. Those kind of cars fall pretty much in the same category as this car price wise. This is a sedan, I think. I mean, if I look at the shape, I can't really, it is a sedan because it's got a boot, but I mean, it's such a short boot. It looks funny. It's like a longer hatchback. I know I sound a little bit sick, but in any case, one thing I don't like is like getting into gear. You see, I had to force it into first gear there, because when I slow down and I actually get to a hump or anything, the car really does struggle to get into gear. So if I go to second gear, not if I go up gear, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it's fine. But if I have to go down gear now, so I'm here at the hump now, yeah, I have to like force it into second gear. Obviously it depends on the speed that you drive, then it can go into gear. But I mean, sometimes I really want to just quickly get into my second gear, not like driving 60 kilometers an hour, I mean that's ridiculous, but driving like 30 or going around a bend or a hump like this, for instance. I want to go into second gear just so that I can have enough power to pull away quicker, you know. But then I really struggle. So let's see, second gear, I want to go into first. It doesn't want to go into first at all. I have to force it in, and then when I force it, I hear the car shouting at me. But other than that, the car drives quite nice. It's got lacquer power, the 66 kilowatts and 110 newtons. It feels a little bit more than that, to be honest with you, because I think because this car is lighter than a ton, it really feels a bit more. So I'm going uphill now. Let's see. See, it's not even struggling. Like, you know, usually in the older days, if you go uphill, the car goes, oh, yeah, no, I don't want to do this. Ek wil nie opry nie. This one doesn't do it. I mean, I'm in second gear. There we go. It goes up the hill. It's not the steepest hill. It's about like this. So if that even makes sense to you guys. Okay, there it went into second quite lacquer. But I think it's also because the gears might be a little bit loose. So when I'm in gear, it is a bit loose. You can hear that. See? You can hear that. Yeah. Anyway, I think that maybe has a, I don't know, like something to do with the car struggling going into gears. I don't even know. It's just very strange to me. But it does make a nice noise. Listen. It's like a sporty noise, eh? I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. Steering is nice and soft in the car. It's very easy to steer. Sometimes I do tend to feel like I have to steer quite a lot, so I have to really turn the steering wheel for the car to actually go around the bend. But it's a smooth drive. And that's the other thing. The drive of this car is very smooth. Like, it's a firmish ride. Like, you can feel it's solid, but it's, ooh, look at this Brabus. No, that's pretty nifty. But in any case, it feels solid. It feels so smooth. Like if I go over humps or anything, it really, like this is a hump here. Like the suspension really grabs, or the suspension really works well through that bend. That really, actually, the first time I jumped into this car, it surprised me quite a bit. I have to say, it really surprised me that the suspension is so nice and soft. Like if I come from IKEA, that's very, like it's hard. You can feel everything. Okay, the tires made a big change there, but I could feel everything. With this, it immediately felt much smoother, much softer, much more bearable on the back and the buttocks, you know. So it really makes a big difference there. I'm just going to take this gap here quickly. See, and sometimes it jumps out of first gear into second gear, and then also it over revs a little bit as well. But it's a lucky drive, like it's quite nippy. I mean, I'm onto speed like that, so I really can't complain about the power, especially with a 1200 engine. Really can't complain about that. In fourth gear, putting my foot down, not bad at all. And then in fifth gear, even fifth gear seems like it's got some oomph. I mean, I'm driving 80 k's an hour and I put my foot down and there's still something, you know. But I have to say there's a bit of road noise. Engine is a little bit loud, so I do hear the engine quite a bit. But even if I put the aircon on, it doesn't dip my power at all. Like, I don't feel that boom or anything. So I have to say that feels quite good. The car is nice and sturdy. Like if I do this now, let's see if I do this. If I do this, okay, the wheels are quite in tune with the steering wheel. So if I do turn the steering wheel, it's quite sharp. So I do this, do that. It's quite sharp, I have to say. I mean, I kind of get the Honda feel with it. I do kind of get the Honda feel, but not like the older generation Hondas. I feel like the older generation Hondas really had like a, I don't know, a different steering feel to them. It was like they were more direct, more sporty. But I mean, it's not bad. You can go around a bend. It doesn't roll around that much. I do get some body roll. You can see, must just not roll the car. But it's not like it's going to sicken me or anything like that. So let's just see if I do this. Yeah, I mean, if I have to swerve out for a pothole, let's go around this bend with some force. Let's just see what happens. So I do tend to feel some body roll there, but I do get a little bit of feedback from the wheel, so I can feel the wheels is starting to slip, and then at least I know, okay, wow, you know, I need to pull back a little bit, or I need to steer a little bit less or a little bit more, whatever the case. So that really does help a lot. But other than that, there's nothing really much to talk about. The seating position is okay. I just don't like this the seat at the back. It really pushes into my back here by the lumbar support. It doesn't have lumbar support, but I think the seat is designed to have a kind of a lumbar, so it pushes into your bend of your back. But I have to say, I kind of feel like, I think after a week I'm getting used to it now, but the first time I jumped in, yes, I couldn't get the right seating position. It was just pushing my back too much. But I think now I kind of like it. Kind of feel actually quite comfortable in this car. I don't know, that's kind of amazing me a little bit, because I didn't like that in the beginning, and now I tend to like it. These seats are nice and soft. They hug me quite nice as well. The only thing I would like is some soft touches. The steering position is okay. I can't push it in or out. I can just move it up and down, so that's fine. It's not the best in the world. Yeah, everything is reachable. The screen is reachable. Aircon is reachable. Yeah, gears are quite nice. They're close to me, so if I have to go fourth gear, whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's do a double shift here. Let me show you the power quickly. Okay, so we are in fourth gear, and now you can see there's a car there in front of me, so I'm going to go into third gear, and we're just going to put it, give some power. See, I'm getting closer. It's like a long third gear, eh? I have to say, can't complain about that. So yeah, giving it some power. Let's see if I overtake. How does that feel? Yo. Not too shabby, but at 120 the car started swerving a little bit. Like if the road goes like this, I can feel the car doing this the whole time. So that scares me a little bit, because then if I have to swerve out, let's see. Yay, poppy. Yeah, no, this is a bit bouncy, guys. Driving 100. Yeah, so if I drive higher speed, the car does tend to feel a little bit bouncy. Like, yeah, it does scare me a little bit. That's actually quite a nice place to do a review there. But other than that, I can't really complain that much, guys. It's actually quite a nice drive. Like, it's a soft, subtle drive. I think you can take this out. We can take your family out with this car and be safe. This one has 4 airbags, but it's I mean, at least the passenger and the driver will be will be safe in this car. Let's quickly go fourth gear again. See, it struggled there. It's because the gears are too loose. You don't always get the thing into the gear lever, into the gear. Yes, but I like manual, eh? Like, I'm really such a fanatic with manual. I just don't like these loose gears. Yo. I mean, I can play with this the whole time, but I think I'm damaging everything over here. The damage is done, but I guess, right? Let's quickly talk fuel consumption. So currently, I am sitting at 6.9 liters per 100 kilometers. This is a 35 liter fuel tank. So I'm sitting at 6.9 liters per 100 kilometers over a 92.9 kilometer distance that I've driven. I still have 350 kilometers left. So it's quite light on fuel. I have to say, it's not the best out there, but it's also not the worst. 6.9, I can definitely deal with that. That's really not too bad. I mean, and I've been driving this car. So even if I drive in town, I do push it a little bit to actually get to speed, just because it's quite fun between first, second and third. Like over here, it's just quite fun. I don't know, there's that little bit of power and it just brings out that boy in me, you know. I just want to give it some more beans and hear that. Now let's get to the smile rating. So let's get into the smile rating. That feels quite nice. I've got my trusty book over here. So let's start with the design and style. Yeah, it's a funky looking car, let's be honest. It's a cute looking car. It's not a bad looking car. It's quite nice. There's just the look and the boxy shape and the smaller wheels with the big arches or the empty arches, and the clankiness of it and the flatness of it. I don't know. So for me, the design and style, it could be better. It could really be better. I know Honda quality, and this doesn't look like Honda quality to me. Yes, you do get some Honda touches every now and then. It does look like a Honda, but the flat edges and all of that, I don't know, there's just something missing there. It's not a beautiful shape at the end of the day. There's some beautiful elements, but that is about it, guys. It feels like the car has just been plonked together. So for design and style today, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Comfort and practicality. So practicality, yay, very, very good. Massive boot space, big space at the back, cup holders everywhere, like in your doors. There's cup holders in front, there's cup holders at the back and in the middle. So there's quite a few. There's some like storage spaces. There's everywhere there is something to be able to store something. The map holder at the back over there. With the comfort, you can get 2 map holders. So practicality, that's definitely a plus. And then for comfort, it's okay. I would have liked a little bit of soft touches, maybe a center armrest or something in the middle. The steering wheel maybe going in and out a little bit, but the seats are quite nice and soft. It's just that in the beginning it hurt my back or pushed my back a little bit, but now they're getting quite comfortable. So for comfort and practicality at this price point, I really can't give it a low score. It's a very comfortable car. It drives lacquer, suspension is nice and soft, so it is very comfortable. And I think for comfort and practicality, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Tech and features. So for tech and features, there's quite a lot of tech that you get at this price point, even if I compare it to the other brands out there. I mean, there's some brands with the same price point with a lot lower tech. There's some brands with the same amount of tech, but there's something missing. There's some that have a little bit more maybe, and there's some of the brands out there that really have no tech, but maybe a better engine or a more powerful engine. Won't say better necessarily. So for tech and features, you get quite a lot. I mean, the keyless entry, the keyless start. With the higher model, you get the remote start, you get rear view camera with PDC. Yes, like there's quite a few things that you get. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless, not wired, which is also quite nice. So I think for comfort, for tech and features, I'm also going to give this little baby over here a 7 out of 10. Driving feel, okay. It's got lacquer power. The car has a little bit of oomph. I have to say that's quite nice. It's got lacquer oomph. Steering is very easy to use. Gears are a little bit sticky. Some gears, they do sound nice. When you go up gear, very easy to change. When you go down gear, not that easy to change. A little bit clanky. Gears are quite loose as well. And yeah, I think for driving feel, when I drive at 120, for instance, the car does tend to swerve a little bit, so that takes a little bit of my confidence away. I do get some feedback on the wheels, which is quite nice. But I think for driving feel at the end of the day, I feel like there's quite a few things that they could make a little bit better. There's some brands out there that do drive a lot better for me even at this price point. So for driving feel, even though it's like a comfortable drive, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And then last but not least is the value for money. I think this car is a very good value, guys, because at this price point, it's got the biggest boot, it's got the most space. Even with some of the smaller compact SUVs out there, it has more space than that. And I think with the 3-year 60,000 service plan, the warranty that you get, and also the 3-year roadside assistance, I think that the end of the light fuel consumption, it is a Honda, so it's a very well-known brand. I'm not sure, they're probably going to be flooded in the market, so I'm not sure about the resale value of these cars. Probably not going to be too strong. You're probably going to get 150 in the next year or so for this car if you go sell it again. But I think for value for money, if you buy it like this at 5,500 Rand a month, it's not that bad, guys. It's really good, actually. You get a lot of car for 250,000 rand, especially in today's world where cars are very expensive. The only other thing for me as well is the quality of the vehicle. Some materials feel very good, but the car feels very boxy outside. It's like they really cut down on some of the quality of the vehicle to get the price at the lower price point. So for that, yeah, it's not the best out of there. So I think for value for money, I'll have to score it a 7 out of 10. So what's my final verdict? If I tally up the score, I get to 31 out of 50, which gives me a 62%. It's not a bad score. It's an okay smile. It's not the best score out there, but I mean, obviously my scores are very strict. I mean, I have to look at all the cars out there that you get at the same price point and compare it apples to apples, if that even makes sense. So, and also sometimes apples to pears, because there's some other brands that you get that give you a little bit more for the same price. Some give you a little bit less but have a better drive. I will still go out and drive these cars just to experience and see what really suits me the best. So what do I need? Do I need a very practical car? Do I need something with a little bit more power? Do I need something that's fuel efficient? Do I need something that's got more quality into it? So where you open and close the door, for instance, it doesn't shake around. Like this really opens up when I close that door because of the air pressure inside. There's quite a few things that you can tally up when you go purchase a car like this. So it all depends on what your needs are at the end of the day and what really suits your budget and also what really suits your needs. That's really what it's all about. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about the Honda Amaze, and does it amaze you? Did Honda make practicality boring in this car or not? You let me know in the comments. Have a lucky day, guys. Stay safe. Peace.